Okay, hello everyone. My name is Lewopil and my number is 43. Today, I'm talking about the story that's named The Boy Who Cries Wolf from Aesop's Fable. There's one where Shepherd boy who was born as he watches over the village sheep grazing on the hillside. To amuse himself, he cried out, "Wolf, wolf, the wolf is chasing the sheep." The villagers came running up the hill to help him drive the wolves away. But when they arrived, they found no wolf. The boy laughed at the sight of their angry face. "Don't cry, wolf, when there is no wolf." They warned him and went back down the hill. Later, the boy cries again, "Wolf, wolf, the wolf is chasing the sheep." Again, the villagers rushed up the hill to help him, only to find that he had tricked them one more. The boy laughed again and joined their frustration. Then one day the real wolf appeared. He began attacking the sheep, and the boy cried out as loudly as he could, "Wolf, wolf, please help! It's true this time." But the villagers thought he was checking them again. No one came to help. The wolf brought away many of the sheep, and the boy sat down crying. Later, an old man from the village came to confront him and said, "No one believes a liar, even when he tells the truth."
Hi teacher, my name is Lohidai, number 29. So the story I want to tell about its name is The Dog and His Bone. So let's get started. A dog is walking down the street when he sees a bone in a trash can. A bone, yippee! How lucky for me, he thinks. He grabs the bone and happily runs home. He runs past the train station and the school. He runs through the park. He runs onto a bridge. On the bridge, the dog looks down into the deep, still water below. There, he sees another dog with a bone in his mouth. Who is that dog? He wondered. What is he doing down there? The dog stares at the other dog. The other dog stares back. Where did that dog get such a big bone? The dog wonders. Why is his bone bigger than mine? The dog growls at the other dog. The other dog growls too. Grr, I want a big bone, he thinks. The greedy dog decided to steal the other dog bone. He leaps off the bridge and into the water. Splash! But as soon as he hit the water, the other dog disappears. There was never any other dog. It was just his own reflection. The water is very deep and the dog is surprised. "Woof, woof, woof, help!" he barks. And when he barks, his bone drops from his mouth and sinks to the bottom of the water. The dog swims to shore. He is wet and cold, and now he has no bone at all.
My name is New and today I will talk about storytelling about my best friends, and I have a very special story that started a long time ago. We met in the kindergarten when we were only 5 years old. I remember the first day of school. We are small kids who cry a lot because we meet our parents. However, we quickly became friends while share a candy in our small group. Back then, a simple piece of a candy was enough to make us happy. We didn't know that those small hands holding each other would stay connected for nearly 10 years. As we grew up, we went to Tower Primary and high school together. We created so many beautiful memories. I remember the days we cycled to school under the hot summer. We shared everything snack, shared notes in class, and the stress of difficult exam, of course. We sometimes have a small feast about a football match or video game, but we always say sorry after just 5 minutes. Those simple days make our bond very strong. Now everything has changed because we are all university students. We are scattered across different cities to pursue our dreams. One of studying in a Ho Chi Minh and other in Da Nang, and I am studying in a Nha Trang city. Life has become much busier with our homework, deadline, and a part-time job. Sometimes our group just stay silent for a week because everyone is overwhelmed with their life back. Um, there was moments when I fear that the distance would eventually erode our friendship. However, the magic always happens every Tet holiday, no matter how busy or far away we are. That is the sacred appointment that bring us back home. We usually meet at a small coffee shop or friend's house to eat traditional food and talk for hours. We share a story about our university life, uh, our fear about the futures, looking at their face. I feel like we are still those innocent kids from 10 years ago. I realized that true friendship doesn't mean being together every day. It means that even if you are far apart, your hearts stay the same. And I am very lucky to have them in my life because they reminded me of who I am and where I am when I come from. Thank you for listening.
Hello teacher, my name is Kanjeng and my number is 39. Today I will talk about the story The Lion and the Mouse. Once upon a time, a big lion was sleeping in the forest. A little mouse began running up and down his body. This woke the lion. He was very angry. He placed his big paw on the mouse and opened his mouth to swallow him. Please, king of the forest, cried the mouse. Forgive me this time. I will never forget it. Maybe one day I can have you. The lion laughed. How could a tiny mouse have a big lion? But he felt kind, so he let the mouse go. A few days later, some hunters caught the lion. They tied him to a tree with strong ropes. The lion roared loudly because he could not away. The little mouse heard the lion. He ran to the tree and saw his friend in trouble. Quickly, the mouse used his sharp little teeth to gnaw at the ropes. After some time, the ropes broke, and the lion was free. You laughed at me when I said I could have you, said the mouse. But now you see, even a tiny mouse can have a big lion. The lion realized that everyone is important, no matter how small they are. From that day on, the lion and the mouse became pet friends.
Hello, Miss Antu. Let me tell you a story from the tale of Custard the Dragon by Ordonez. Let's start. Pelinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little gray mouse and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a really old, truly old little bad dragon. Now, the name of the little black kitten was Ink, and the little gray mouse she called her Blink, and the little yellow dog was Sharp as mustache. But the dragon was a coward, and she called him Custard. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth, and spines on top of him and scale underneath, mouth like a fireblade, chimney for a nose, and really old, truly old dagger on his toes. Pelinda was as bright as a barrel full of pears, and Inch and Plink changing him lying down the stair. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a race. But Custard cried for a nice safe cave. Suddenly, they heard a nasty shout, and a pirate came in with a pistol in his hand. A patch of chum custard snorting like an engine, clasped his tail like iron in dungeon, with a clatter and a clang and jangling swarm. He went at the pirates like a robin at a worm. The pirate gaped at Pelinda dragon, and got some frog from his pocket flagon. He fired two pulley, but they didn't hit, and Custard gobbled him a repeat. Thank you for listening.
Hello, Miss. My name is Chloe, and today I want to talk about my story. Okay? One day, when I was younger, I learned an important lesson that I will never forget. It was a normal school day, and I had a very important test. I didn't study much because I thought the tests will be easy. I felt confident, and I didn't worry at all. However, when I get the test paper, I really realized that it was much harder than I expected. Many questions were difficult, and I didn't know how to answer them. I started to feel really nervous and stressed. At the moment, I thought about cheating by looking at my friend's paper. I was really tempted because good I wanted the good score. But then I remember what teacher always tells us: be honest, even when it's difficult. So I made a decision. I chose to do the test by myself. Even thought I know I might get a low score. In the end, I didn't get a high mark, but I feel proud of myself because I was honest. After that, um, I really like that honest is more important than stress. Since then, I have trained my attitude. I always try to study harder and prepare better exam. This experience taught me a valuable lesson even when we fail. When we can still learn something important and become a better person. Thank you for listening.